This is lesson 5.6. Find the whole number from a percent. A percent is equivalent to the ratio of a part to a whole. So if we're looking right here, if we have 60%, we also know that a percent is a ratio comparing a number to 100. So this 60% would be the same as the ratio 60 over 100, where 60 is the part and 100 is the whole. So we're going to use this thought to help us solve to find the whole number in the next examples. So example 1, we have 28 is 20% of, this would be your whole. So looking at this, this is our part. The word is means equal. We're going to rewrite 20% as a fraction, like this. The word of means multiply, which we're not going to worry about that right now. And then this right here is going to be our whole. Okay? The main thing we're going to do is we're going to take this 20% as a ratio and write it as 20 over 100 and set that equal to another ratio that would give me the part on top and the whole on the bottom. And I just put a box there because we don't know what the whole is. Does that make sense so far? Okay, so think part to whole. The easiest way to solve this is to multiply 100 times 28, which is going to give me 2,800, and then divide by the part that's across from the whole. So we're going to divide by 20. Alright, so that gives me what for my whole? 140. So my whole was 140. Alright, so example 2, we have 24 is 5% of the whole number, the whole amount. So remember, this is the part. This we're going to write as 5 over 100, and this is our whole. So to solve for the whole, we always put the part on top and the whole on bottom. So for 5%, that's 5 to 100. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay. 5 to 100, and our part that goes on top is 24, and we're trying to solve for the whole. Okay? So we're going to multiply 124 to get 2,400, and we're going to divide by 5. Okay, so what do we get for the whole when we do that? 480. So my whole is 480, and you can write it here too also if you'd like to. Alright, so in your booklet we're turning to page 211, and we're going to start with the share and show. And we're going to do it a little bit different than the way they've got it in the booklet. So we're not going to use the double number line there. We're going to use the same method that we did in the examples. So looking at number 9, so 9 is our part. We're going to be writing 25% in fraction form. and we're trying to solve for the whole. So in your notebook where you're working this out, you don't want to have to go back and rewrite this. Just go ahead and put 25 over 100 is equal to 9 over the unknown, which is our whole. Okay? So you're going to multiply 100 times 9 to get 900. And you're going to divide that by 25. So 25 and a 90 will go 3 times, giving me 75. And then when I subtract, I get 15. Bring down the 0, and 25 will go into 156 times. So you should have got 36 for your whole. Alright, looking at number 2. So again, 14 is the part. We're writing 10% as a fraction, so that's 10 over 100, and we're trying to find our whole. So we're going to put 10 over 100 is equal to our part over our whole, which is the unknown. We're going to multiply 100 times 14 to get 1,400. We're going to divide by the 10 here. And you may not have had to have divided that out if you just know that if you take a 1,400 and divide it by 10, you're going to end up getting 140. So our answer would be 140. All right, number 3. 3 is the part. 5 over 100 stands for my 5%, and we're finding the whole. And notice that your part is always going to be on the other side of is by itself. Okay? And your whole is down here after the word of. So we have 5 over 100 is equal to your part over your whole, which is our unknown. I'm going to multiply 100 times 3 to get 300, and then I'm going to divide by 5. So we get 60 as our whole. So 60 is the unknown number. Okay, number 4. We have 12 is 60% of the whole, or the unknown. So 12, again, that's my part. This is going to be 60 over 100, and this is my whole. So I'm going to write 60 over 100 is equal to 12 over the unknown. Then we're going to multiply 100 times 12 to get 1,200, and we're going to divide by 60. 60 will go into 122 times, so 60 is going to go into 1,200 20 times. And when you multiply that out, you get 1,200. So that means my whole is 20. Alright, so if you'll look at number 12, on number 12, the reason I'm going over this one with you is because it is a word problem. We have 40% of the students in 6th grade at Andrews School participate in sports. If 52 students participate in sports, how many 6th graders are there at Andrews School? So remember, when we've been working these, we've had the part is, then we've had our percent of the whole. So here we're looking for the part, and the part is going to be our percent, of the whole. Okay? So 40% would be this part right here, right? And it says, if 52 students participate in sports, how many 6th graders are there in Andrews School? So 52 represents the part, because that's the part of the students that participate in sports. And we're trying to figure out how many students are in the whole school, right? So we're going to take our percent and write it as a ratio in fraction form and set it equal to our part over our whole. So we just took the words and broke it down. So we're going to multiply 100 times 52 to get 5,200. And then we're going to divide by 40. Alright, so when I divide that out, I get 130 for my whole. You're going to continue to work on page 211. And on page 212, you're going to do 17, 18, 19, and number 22.